What's up everybody, I'm HoopsandHipHop. So we are officially at the peak of the Christmas season because the big day is less than a week away, and you know what I think of every time I think of Christmas? Pokémon. Not because Pokémon is synonymous with the gift-giving, snow-having season, but every time Pokémon tries to put out some type of Christmas special, it usually ends up on the very weird and strange and obscure side of things. Now, while the Pokémon franchise doesn't do a Christmas special every single year, they have done a number of Christmas specials over the years, particularly in the anime, and more often than not, it seems, they usually come out with some type of oddity or weirdness or controversy that makes them much more than just a Pokémon Christmas special. So today, in honor of the big holiday and to get into the Christmas spirit, we are going to take a look at the weird world of Pokémon Christmas specials. I have 3 different instances of Pokémon Christmas specials that I'm going to be looking at and discussing in this video, and I think you're going to see very quickly why I call it the weird world of Pokémon Christmas specials, because these things are weird and strange even by Pokémon standards. So without further ado, why don't you settle in, grab a cup of hot chocolate, and get ready to be weirded out by the Pokémon version of the Christmas holiday. Okay, so we are going to start things off in this video with a bang because the first thing we're going to be talking about is definitely the most weird and obscure Christmas related thing that Pokemon has ever done. If you haven't already been made aware of this, way back in the early 2000s during the height of Pokemania and Pokemon's popularity, the Pokemon anime actually put out a Christmas album. Yes, I said a Christmas album, and this thing is no joke because not only is it a full-length album featuring 10 full tracks of both covers as well as custom-made Christmas songs, it also has 2 bonus karaoke tracks as well when you inevitably have to sing along to the beat, because let me tell you, these songs are just absolute fire. This album is known as the Pokémon Christmas Bash, and it actually features most of the entire original voice cast from the anime. Not only that, it is currently available on all current major music platforms, so if you really want to, which I highly recommend you do because like I said, total fire, you can go check it out for yourself on iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you get your music, because you're definitely going to want to add some Pokémon to your Christmas season as we approach the big day. Taking a look at some of the highlights of this Grammy-deserving album, we have the first track, which is titled the same as the album, Pokémon Christmas Bash. Now, admittedly, this song is a very cheesy-sounding pop song with some rap-esque lyrics thrown in, and honestly, it's just a fantastic combination.
I'm Brock, back on the block from a quick little stint with Ivy's flock.
One notable thing in particular that happens with this song is that Misty actually admits her true feelings for Ash, stating that all she wants for Christmas is a dance with Ash.
Hey Santa, if you're really listening, my wish list has only one thing. Just give me one dance with Ash at the Pokémon Christmas Bash!
Now, say what you will as to the canonness of this song and how it relates to the main universe of the Pokemon anime, but you can't deny that this is definitely some hardcore evidence that is a welcome Christmas gift to Misty and Ash shippers all across the world. Next up is track 4, titled Nobody Don't Like Christmas, and let me tell you, this one is kind of a train wreck. This song is sung by Meowth, and even though I love Meowth as a character, his voice was not made for singing. I'm just gonna put it out there right now. This song is basically Meowth singing about why other holidays suck compared to Christmas, and it's actually surprisingly offensive, especially coming from a kid's franchise like Pokemon. Let me go ahead and play you a couple lines from the song.
Memorial Day is a day to forget. St. Patrick's Day is dull. Arbor Day is boring. And who wants to go through all that Yom Kippurin?
Okay, so let me get this straight, Meowth. Memorial Day, which is a day that's all about remembering loved ones who have passed on, and is also about remembering the sacrifices of the military who keep us safe from harm, is a day to forget. Okay, that's not offensive at all. Nothing wrong here, let's just move along. Who wants to go through all that Yom Kippurin? I mean, it's not like that's, from my understanding, one of the biggest, most important, and most sacred Jewish holidays that there is, so I'm sure it's totally fine to poke fun at it within the confines of a children's entertainment franchise. Like, really good job, Meowth. I think that's a great idea. Moving on to track number 5, we have I Keep My Home in My Heart. This is a duet by Brock and Misty who are singing about how they miss their hometowns. Now, this is a fairly emotional piece of subject matter, so naturally you would expect the music that accompanies it to be emotional as well. But instead, the music that goes along with the lyrics of this song sounds like it came out of one of the original Sonic the Hedgehog games. Take a listen.
I'm thinking about Christmas back home. In Pewter City, the lights are pretty, and even though I love to roam.
So remember how I talked about in track number 1 how there was some evidence of some feelings between Ash and Misty being presented? Well, that's nothing compared to what's in track number 7, because track number 7 is titled Under the Mistletoe. Once again, this song has Misty showing her complete and true feelings for Ash, and instead of just being in one line, it's the entire song where this occurs. So Ash and Misty shippers, go ahead and eat your heart out.
There's a secret I'm keeping that no one can hear. A feeling deep in my heart. Maybe this Christmas my true love will show under the mistletoe.
And last but not least, we have track number 9, The Night Before Christmas. Now, this is simply a Pokemon-themed cover of the classic Christmas tune, but the reason why it's notable in this video in particular is because of this line that was actually uttered in the song itself.
Did you get more wood? Oh yeah.
Okay, moving away from the Pokemon Christmas Bash music album, we're actually going to take a look at the anime itself here and look at some Pokemon Christmas episodes. The most notable of these Pokemon Christmas episodes is Holiday Hijinks, and let me tell you, this comes with a lot more than just a Christmas theme. First off, we actually see Santa Claus himself in the episode, which, even though that seems pretty standard, for me personally it's kind of odd to see a real-life human in the Pokemon world like Santa Claus. However, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because this episode was actually banned in the US shortly after releasing in 1999, because of course we saw the appearance of Hijinks, and of course people claimed that this was a racial stereotype, and so Pokemon had to quickly pull it from their rotation in order to avoid any further controversy. And from there, it kind of just gets worse and snowballs out of control, because this episode, along with the makeshift Christmas episode, Snow Way Out, were also aired completely out of order due to the Electric Soldier Porygon incident that caused a 4-month hiatus of the Pokemon anime. So this episode definitely didn't get the benefit of the doubt in any way, shape, or form. However, I don't know that it really deserved to, because aside from the controversy, the plot of this episode in particular is about as weird as it gets, because basically what happens here is that Team Rocket kidnaps Santa. Yes, I said they kidnap Santa Claus, and the reason why they're doing this is because Jessie wants to get revenge on Santa for stealing her favorite doll from when she was a little girl. Like, Jessie wanting revenge on Santa Claus and Team Rocket kidnapping Santa Claus for Jessie's revenge plot is just about as wacky of a episode, and let alone a Christmas episode, as I think you can possibly get. My word. And finally, we have a small highlight on some Pokemon Christmas shorts. Now, while not nearly as weird or controversial as the other two topics, we have seen a number of Pokemon Christmas shorts debut in the anime over the years, and the way they have been localized from Japan is kind of interesting and can kind of be described as a little bit odd, hence why I'm mentioning them here. The first one we're going to be talking about is titled Christmas Night, and even though this episode was first released in Japan on December 22nd of 1998, and it eventually made its way to the US and the United Kingdom on VHS and DVD in 1999, it did not see an actual TV broadcast until 8 years later in 2005 and 2006. On top of that, it did not debut in the standard fashion, which was in the main series Pokemon anime, because it actually debuted on air as a part of the Pokemon Chronicles series, so it basically took 8 years to get over to the West, and not only that, it basically transcended series, going from the main series in Japan to being part of the Pokemon Chronicles series in the United States and the United Kingdom, which I thought was kind of weird. This same exact thing happened with another Pokemon Christmas special as well, with an episode titled Delabird's Dilemma. This episode premiered on December 22nd of 2000 in Japan, but it took until 2005 for it to make its way to the United Kingdom, and 2006 for it to make its way to the United States. And in both of these instances, this episode, despite being a Christmas special, debuted in the middle of the summer, debuting on June 1st and June 17th, respectively. On top of that, this episode also did the same thing that the previous episode did, where it transcended the main series and actually debuted as a part of the Pokemon Chronicles series as well. So, to say the least, the Pokemon Christmas specials didn't really get much love when it came to getting them over to the West and having them available for English audiences. And there we have it, everybody. That was the weird world of Pokemon Christmas specials. Now, Christmas is always a wonderful time of year, and Pokemon is a wonderful franchise, so you would think that these two would be a match made in heaven. However, probably for our own entertainment though, it is definitely not, and we definitely have seen some very weird things related to Christmas in Pokemon's history over the years. If you guys enjoyed the video though, be sure to give it a like and let me know down in the comments below your experience with Pokemon Christmas specials and what was your favorite thing in particular that was mentioned in the video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, as well as Let's Plays that are also released every Monday and Friday. Finally, I just want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas, and I will hopefully be back on Saturday for another video. I say hopefully because there's a chance there might not be a video due to some Christmas activities that are going on, and I'm also not going to be uploading on Tuesday as well like I normally would due to the fact that that day is actually Christmas. So I will do my best to get a video out for Saturday, but if I am not able to, the next regular video will be next Thursday, and from there we will absolutely continue on as normal once we are officially out of the holidays. So there is your schedule update for the next week or so. I really hope you guys stick around if we don't have a video in the next couple of days, but with all of that being said, definitely hit the notification bell so you can be notified for all of that, and until then, as always, I love you guys, and I will smell you guys later.